शङ्कर हर हर शङ्कर जय जय शङ्कर हर हर शङ्कर।
ఓం శ్రీ గురుభ్యో నమః. హరి ఓం. అపార కరుణా సింధుం జ్ఞానదం శాంతరూపిణం శ్రీ చంద్రశేఖర గురుం ప్రణమామి ముదాన్వహం. శ్రీ గురుచరణారవిందాభ్యాం నమః. వాయిస్ ఆఫ్ గాడ్, Deivathin Kural, first volume, chapter 3, religion, and today's topic is Bhakti is common to all religions. All the religions' practices have come up only to release man from his worries and elevate him. He not only has worries which other beings do not have, all religions proclaim that if he makes the effort, he can not only get freed from worries and sorrows, but also attain the knowledge which other beings cannot get. Generally, all religions say in one voice that if he surrenders to the great power which is behind all the worldly activities, he can become free from worries and sorrow. Whether it is Advaitam or Visishtadvaitam or Dvaitam or Saiva Siddhantam or Christianity or Islam, Bhakti, that is the devotional worship, is common to all of them. Although Buddha did not talk about Bhakti, Buddhists cannot do without Bhakti. That is why they have elevated Buddha to godhood, install large-sized murtis of a size not found for other gods, and perform puja. Even in very recent times, many jnanis laid emphasis on self-inquiry only, but those who have accepted their teachings do worship them as God. Bhakti is something that is natural and is something inborn. According to Advaita, when practicing Bhakti, it should be without the thought that Ishvara and we are different, and with the feeling that we are Ishvara ourselves. It may be asked, when a Bhakta who has negligible power and who has little knowledge practices Bhakti to the Lord who has a great power and omniscient, how then the two can be one? If so, are we different from the Lord? If there are things other than Lord, from whom have they come? If they are different and have come from somewhere, how can he have control over them? If we think on these lines, then it will be seen that it is one Paramathma, that is like the ocean, which has become the varieties of living beings, such as the water of the ocean becomes the water in the tank, pond, well, etc., and finally as a spoonful. There may be differences in power, but basically all are the same thing. If we reach that which is basic, we will become that. This is Advaita Mukti, that is moksha according to the system of Advaita. If we keep talking like this as a mere intellectual exercise, it is of no use. It must be experienced. This is possible only if there is the Lord's grace. Great men have said that only if there is the grace of the power that controls us and moves, all these movements will stop and the Advaitic thought that we should go to the basic thing will come. Ishvaranugrahat eva pumsam Advaita vasana. Even in the early stage, when Bhagavan and Bhakta are perceived to be different, we should have the thought that the Paramatma which has come as the Bhagavan has also become we, the Bhaktas. By this, our love for Bhagavan will increase, because there is nothing more likable and lovable than ourselves, is it not? As we practice more and more Bhakti, Ishvara, who grants us the fruits of all our activities, will shower his grace as a reward and enable us to approach him. He will himself make us aware who he is and how he is. We need not make any research about him. He himself will respond to our Bhakti and let us know his nature. Bhagavan has said the same thing in the Gita, Bhaktya Mam Abhijanati Yavan Yaschasmi. Having thus known the countless auspicious qualities of Ishvara, the Bhaktas enjoy the same. But the Jnani with Bhagavat Anugraham attains the Nirguna Satya state, which is the basis for the quality and merges in it. For this too, worship of the Saguna form is the beginning. It is for this Saguna Upasana, or worship of the Murti, that is idol, the concept of Ishtadevata is part of our religion. Other religions talk about God and stop there. Our Sanatana Dharma, otherwise called Hindu religion, shows us the same God in different forms, different divine forms to approach Him according to each one's mental attitude and worship Him. These forms have not been created out of imagination. The one Paramathma has appeared to several great men in these forms. Each one establishes the personal relationship with his Murti and worships him. Methods have been practiced and prescribed for following certain religious disciplines, and it has been clearly stated that the chanting of particular mantras and following of particular disciplines will enable us to have darshan of a particular devata. Whatever be the method of worship, bhakti is a common mode not only for the worship of several gods of our religion, but in any religion, bhakti occupies the central place. Voice of God will continue. Pradosha Shankara, Pratyaksha Shankara. Tennarudiya Periyava Potri, Ennattavakkum Iraiva Potri, Sarvajñā Sarvavyapi Periyava Sharanam, Mayappirapparukkum Mahaperiyava Potri.